Hi, Misha. Am I audible to you? Is my voice clear? Hi, Misha. Is my audio clear? Are you able to listen what I talk? If yes, please reply yes. By typing yes, you can reply. Hello, 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 hello. No one is active. Good. Seems like no one's interested. Anybody who joins the class, please type your name in the live chat option. Whoever has joined the class, please do reply. I'm expecting a reply from you guys. Just click on the live chat option and type your name. Okay, you'll get that live chat option next to like and dislike button. There is like button, next to like button you have dislike button. Next to dislike button you have a live chat option. Just click on that and click on the chat section and type your name. Whoever has joined the class, please make sure you do that. Mm. Hi Samyukta, good evening. Okay, 2 more minutes, we'll start the class. By then, settle down, students. I want you all to carry a rough note. I mean, as I told you earlier, to maintain a tuition note. So please make sure you all have that and carry a pencil and an eraser with you all. Okay, and please settle down. Don't get your textbooks. Okay, please close your textbook and keep it aside. Don't get it to attend the class. Okay. So whatever I'll be teaching here, it is from the textbook itself. So please don't get your textbook. Okay, exactly at 5:17 we'll be starting the class, no matter who attends or not. 1 more minute to go. Okay, yeah, student, time's up. We'll start the class now. Okay, we'll just revisit what all we read earlier. Okay, what all was taught by me, we'll just review. Okay, a small glance of all the topics which was taught earlier. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I'll start from the beginning. Okay, yeah. So first, we spoke about food. That was our first chapter. Food, where does it come from? Okay. I taught you all what is food, and I explained it to you all what food is, how food is important for the living organisms that live on Earth. Okay. And we discussed about food variety. So multiple kind of dishes are known as food variety. We discussed about the raw materials used to prepare food. Okay. We discussed about food materials. And I told you all what is food materials and what is raw materials in it, everything. Okay. I even explained about ingredients and all. And then next we spoke about where do we get food from. Okay. And where the food is grown. We spoke about everything. And we even discussed regarding how farmers cultivate crops and all. Okay, usually vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, rice, wheat, and there are many more things. These all are harvested. Harvested means farming. Harvesting means farming. These are all harvested by farmers. And whatever meat we eat, like chicken, mutton, and all that, even they are cattled by uh, farmers itself. Okay, cattled in the sense keeping more number of animals at one place. Now, for example, more number of sheep at one place, more number of chickens at one place. That is known as cattle. Okay, and we discussed about food from plants. and food from animals. So what are the foods? Everything. I gave a few examples. And what are the parts of plant we eat? We discussed all this. And I gave a small question and answer segment. Okay, that was these were all related to what I taught you all. Then later I gave an example taking out if a seed of a plant, if a seed of a plant is consumed, so how is it consumed? I gave a small example about sprouts, and I explained that honey is a natural food and how honey is being stored and who stores honey, everything. And we discussed about carnivorous animals, herbivorous animals, and here we even discussed about omnivorous animals. And this is where we ended the chapter. The first chapter was done, and then we went to the second chapter, that is components of food. Okay, so what are the components of food? We have five nutrients. The nutrients are known as components of food. So what are those? So they are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals. Okay, we discussed all this. Then we discussed how they are healthy to us, in what way they support our growing, in how components of food support living organisms. And we discussed about how proteins are found, how starch is found, how fat content is found, and what do various nutrients do for our body. Okay, we discussed everything in brief. Hmm. Here we discussed about how carbohydrates provide energy to our body, what do fats do to our body, and everything. So that is where we stopped. So I have to continue with vitamins. Any doubts from the previous class, previous topics which I taught you all? If there's any doubts, you all can clear it out here. I'll give you all 2 minutes time to think and let me know. You all are free to ask any doubt. I'll re-explain the topic, or uh, shall I go to the next topic? Anything is fine. As you wish, I'm going to do it. If you want me to re-explain the topic, I'll redo the explanation and everything. If you want me to proceed further, you can type yes, sir. I'll proceed further. If you have any doubts, just type the topic's name. Now, for example, you have doubts in components. So type components. COMPONENTS. Components of food. If you have doubt in any of the part, you can just type. If you have doubts from first chapter, type first. I'll understand. If you have no doubts and you want me to proceed further, just type yes, sir. I'm waiting for your reply, students. Please do reply. Because we already wasted 20 minutes. So I expect you all to reply. Is anybody attending the class? Are you all there or not? Please do reply. Just like I have to request you all to reply on whatever I ask. I'll wait for another 2 minutes and we'll end the class if no one is replying. I'll wait for another 5 minutes. If no one is responding, I'll end the class today. Because if you guys reply, that is how the interaction works. That is why if you guys reply to me, that time I can start teaching you all. And if you all have any doubts, you all can ask me. I can't just blindly just blabber everything and go. Okay? I'll be waiting for 5 minutes. Even if it's one student, I don't mind, but I expect the reply from you all. If someone is replying, I'll continue with the topics. If no one is replying, I'm going to end the session. No response. No one is as there is no response. Hi, whoever is online, please do reply. Whoever is online, please do reply. We'll at least start the class. Anybody that whoever is online, please do reply. I don't know what is the problem in replying for you guys. I don't seriously don't understand why you're doing this. 3 more minutes, I'll just end the class. As no students are attending the class today. So, Samyukta, is it you? Just type yes if you're there in the class. Okay. It took so long for you to just reply yes. Come on. Okay. Any doubts from the previous class, Samyukta? Are you clear so far? Okay. Today we'll be discussing about vitamins. Okay. So we'll be discussing about vitamins today. So till the previous class we had discussed till this thing carbohydrates, proteins, fats. Okay, these three we discussed, and now we are going to discuss about vitamins. Okay, so vitamins. So what are generally vitamins known as? Okay, so there are five types of vitamins. Okay, that is vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, Vitamin. Sir, but I don't have public chat. Now only I got, sir. It's okay, man, not a problem. I was waiting from that time if someone replies so that I start the class. Vitamin E. At least you could have dropped a message in group or something. Okay, next time you just put a message in group and continue the class. And vitamin K. Sorry, there are six types of vitamins. Okay, there are six types of vitamins. Okay, these are very useful for our body. So as you see in each, no, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, they are like 1 minute. Okay, there are six types of vitamins. So each one is very important for our body. Okay, if any one or two vitamin either decreases or increases, so there are chances of we falling sick. Okay, like they call it vitamin deficiency. When either a vitamin is more in our body, vitamin content is more in our body, or vitamin content is less in our body, so that is going to affect us. Okay, am I clear so far? Any doubts? Okay, so now these six types of vitamins, what are their duty? We're going to talk about that. Okay, what do these six vitamins do? Six types of vitamins. Okay, what they do is they protect us from disease. As I told you, okay, if vitamin decreases in our body, there are chances of we falling sick. Okay, if it's in a balanced method, we don't get any disease. So when disease get into our body, that is where we fall sick. Okay, any doubts, Samyukta? You can type it down. As I told you, there are six vitamins. Okay, so any of these vitamins in our body becomes a little less. That is where we fall sick. Okay, this protects us from disease. How we fall sick? Because of disease, we fall sick. Okay, they protect us from disease. It is their duty. So what all these vitamins do is they protect us from disease. Any doubts, Samyukta? You can type down. I'll wait. Okay. So these six types of vitamins, they have another duty to do. Okay. What they do is no, sir. Okay. They help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a minute. I'll just sort this out. Teeth and gums healthy. Okay. Now I'll explain in detail. Okay. So they help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth, and gums healthy. Okay. This is the duty. This is another duty of vitamins. When all these are healthy, there are less possibility chances of we getting any disease. Okay, I'll explain in detail now how useful is vitamin A, how useful is vitamin B, how useful is vitamin C. So like that, as I mentioned, your eyes, bones, teeth, and gum. So each of the vitamins supports each of the organs to be healthy. Okay. So am I clear so far about vitamins? Any doubts you can ask me? Okay. So we'll go to the next topic. So as I told you, see these are a few example of rich food in vitamins in vitamin A. Okay. So see here are no papaya, carrot, spinach, milk, fish, and all these other vegetables like pumpkin, capsicum, broccoli, potatoes, and all these are rich in vitamin A. Okay. So what is the duty of vitamin A? Hmm? I'll tell you all. Food rich in vitamin A. Okay. Okay. The duty of vitamin A is it keeps our skin and eyes healthy. Okay. See, as I told you, if you consume this foods nicely, like which is rich in vitamin A, so they keep our skin and eyes healthy. They keep our skin glowing, and they keep our eye vision, like whatever we see or something, it will be very clear and sharp. Okay, it will keep our eye vision perfectly. It will be sharp and clear. And whatever these foods are good for the skin to glow in us. Okay, so that is why vitamin A it is important for our body as it improves our vision as well as it makes our skin glow and it keeps us healthy. Okay, any doubts from vitamin A? Any doubts? Okay, so usually vitamins A and usually vitamins B are not that this thing what you call that B they are not much given importance. They are called as vitamin B complex. Okay, no, no, no. Sorry, but so vitamin B is not given that importance as they are protein factor foods. Okay, protein factor foods. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I think for your sixth standard, it is vitamins D is not considered. I'll just erase this out. Just keep it as five types of vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Okay, five types. Okay. Vitamin B food, they are nothing but protein factor foods. Okay. They provide good proteins to our body and they build our body in a healthy way. That is what vitamin B does. B complex. Okay. So we'll go to vitamin C. So as you can see here, most of the vitamin C factor are fruits like kiwi fruit, grapefruit, oranges, strawberry, papaya, guava, and these foods, like most of them prefer oranges for vitamin C as it is good. The reason why vitamin C benefits our body is it helps us fighting against all the diseases. It helps us fighting against disease. Okay, and it protects us from disease. Okay, so this is the duty of vitamin C and vitamin D. It helps our body to use calcium for bones. Okay, so this makes our bones strong. Okay, vitamin C duty is to it helps our body to use calcium for bones. The calcium which is present in our body. So vitamin D helps in making use of the calcium that develops our bones strong. Okay, and all these groups, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E, and vitamin K. Okay, these groups are known as vitamin B complex. Okay, I'll write it down here. These groups are known as vitamin B complex. Okay, and here you can see this is an example of vitamin B complex protein food factors which I told you all. Example of, I'll write it down cleanly. Example of vitamin B complex. Okay, this is what I got confused as no one responded and I was waiting for a long time, so the topics confused me a little. So example of vitamin B complex, where there is mixture of all the vitamins. You can see vitamins A here, as I told you, all, milk and spinach, and there is nuts, which is vitamin C, and everything. There's all kinds of foods here. Like you can see food from vitamin A, food from vitamin C, food from vitamin D. So all these are present here. Okay. So any doubts regarding this? Any doubts regarding this? You can tell me, Samyukta. I'll re-explain any of the content you want me to do. If you have not understood any of the part, So if there's no doubt, I'll continue with the next topic. We'll just have a small discussion about minerals and I'll end the class for today. Yeah, okay. Vitamin D. Okay, there are certain calciums present in our body. Okay, there are certain calciums. Calciums are There are certain calciums that are present in our body. So calciums are very important for bones to become strong and everything. So that is what vitamin D does. It takes the calcium from our body and it gives it to the bones. Okay. So that is the duty of the vitamin D. Vitamin D. Okay. So as you can see, we consume egg. We travel all around the day when it is sunny and everything. And we drink raw milk sometimes. We eat mushrooms, and there are fishes like these sardines, salmon, and mackerel. Everything we consume all this. So when all this is consumed in our body, what happens is the calcium part from this particular product goes and stays at one place of the body. So that time vitamin D, what it does is collects all the calcium and it provides that to the bones. Okay, it separates calcium from all these foods and it supplies that to the bones. That is the duty of vitamin D. Okay, extracting calcium from food we consume and giving it to bones. That is what is the duty of vitamin D. Okay, so we'll start with the new topic, that is minerals. Minerals. Okay. So minerals also are components of food that is required for our body. Okay, but we need it in small amounts. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll explain in detail how it is. Okay, part of components of food which is required for our body in small portion. Okay, I'll tell you why small portion. Okay, minerals are components of food. Okay, as I explained to you all earlier about the five components of food, so minerals also is a part of the components of food. So why minerals are important to our body? We will first discuss about that, and then later we'll discuss about why only small portion of minerals are important to our body. Okay, so now we'll discuss about importance of minerals to our body. Sorry, importance of minerals to our body. Okay, so I'll tell you why it is important. It is important for proper growth of our body. So if you see every year there are many changes in our body physically. we would have grown a little fat, or we would have grown a little thin, or we would have grown a little height, or a little taller and everything. It is because of minerals. So when there is proper minerals growing in our body grows. Okay, when there is no proper minerals going into our body doesn't grow. Like you can see, we'll remain the same height and will become a little more thinner. It is because there is no proper minerals going into our body. If there are proper minerals going into our body, either we'll grow a little taller or will increase in size, will become a little fatter. Okay, and it helps us to maintain good health. Okay, so as you can see, there are a few vitamins I told you all that helps us to keep healthy. Most of the vitamins does that, but a few vitamins they are particularly for health conscious of our body, and minerals also combined together with vitamins helps us to maintain good health. Okay, any doubts so far? Okay, so why I told small portion of minerals is required for a body is because if mineral content is more while we consume food or something, what happens is in minerals there are even vitamins we consume. So what happens is there it defects everything. No, sir. Okay, you asked. There is no doubts. Okay, fine. So small portion of minerals is required to our body because, as I told you, all, as you all saw the importance of minerals to our body. If you want our body to be healthy, if you want our body to grow in a proper way every year, so a small portion of minerals is required. Okay, okay. We'll finally end this topic with one more nutrient. Okay, so therefore, whatever food we consume, whatever food we consume has one or more nutrient in it. One or more nutrients in it. Okay. Whatever food we consume, if you even consume water, there is minerals in water. Okay. And as you can see, most of the doctors suggest drinking lot of water is not good actually. There's a limit of liters that we have to consume for a day, and if that exceeds also, there are possibilities of we falling sick. There in water generally minerals are present. Okay, so that is why I told you a small portion is required for our body. Now, for a day in humans' life, there is only a limit of liters that we have to consume. Okay, once we cross that, and even our body will get defective. We'll start getting disease, we'll fall sick, and all that. Okay, and whatever food we take, anything. Now you consume rice and dal, chapati, and with some other thing, any of the food, whatever biryani, macaroni, anything. But there is one or more nutrients in it. As you can see, we mix all the vegetables, we mix most of the food products, and we create one dish. Okay, so as you can see, while we cook a dish, we add so many vegetables in it, we add so many pulses in it, we add so many cereals in it, and all that. And that there are most of the nutrients present in it. I feel most like whatever food we consume, everything that has all the five nutrients in it. Okay, be it sambar, dal, or whatever the meat items, the chicken product, chicken items we eat, or mutton items we eat, or any vegetable items we eat. So all the nutrients are present in it. That is what we consume in our daily life. Okay, so that's all, students, and we'll go to the final topic, that is dietary fibers. Okay. Any doubts so far? If no doubts so far, I'll explain what is dietary fibers to you all. What is the most nutrients present in all food? Most nutrients present in all food is proteins. Proteins, vitamins, these both are present in most of the food. Okay. So there is an order like for one, two, and three. The first comes proteins, and second comes carbohydrates, and third comes yeah, this thing vitamins. These three are present in almost most of the food. Okay, but most of the food proteins are present in every food. You can find protein. In rice, you can find protein as well as carbohydrates. In chapati, you can find protein as well as carbohydrates. And if you find chicken, chicken meat or something, there is only more proteins in that. There's no carbohydrates in chicken. Okay, so most of the food, the nutrients that is present in most of the food is proteins and vitamins. Okay, so this is the last topic, and then later we'll have one more two topics. Is it clear, Samyukta? So we're going to talk about dietary fibers now. Dietary fibers. Samrak. Oh, and after dietary fibers topic, we'll hardly have two to three topics, and that will be the end of the chapter. Okay, end of chapter two it will be there. So for now, dietary fibers. So basically, dietary fibers is also known as roughage. Is also known as roughage. I'll tell you what roughage is. Okay, roughage is the food which we eat, like plant products, like whatever plant products in our food is known as roughage. Roughage are, sorry, I'll write it down. Roughage are plant product foods. Food. Okay, I'll give you all a few examples about what roughage is. Wait a minute. This star is disturbing. Fantastic. Okay, like grains, fruits, pulses, potatoes, etc. So most of the plant products that we consume are known as roughage. Okay, I'll tell you all what is the what does roughage do to our body. Okay, so actually roughage is not a nutrient. It does not provide nutrients to our body. Okay, okay. So dietary fibers is also known as roughage. Okay, roughage are plant product foods. Hmm, plant product foods like grains, fruits, pulses, potatoes, and all that. Like as I told you, there are a few grains, pulses, and all. They are like roughage. Okay, they are like what they do is now, for example, there is some undigested food in our body. So what does roughage do is it goes into our body, and whatever the food is undigested, this breaks that food, breaks the undigested food into parts, and it makes it digestible. Okay, this is the duty of a roughage. Okay, have you understood? So it is essential part in our food essential component of our food. Essential component of our food. Okay. So why is it as essential component food of our food of our sorry essential component of our food? Because it it gets rid of undigested food. Undigested food. Okay. So and it also adds bulk to our food. Yeah, it adds bulk to our food. So by adding that bulk only, it gets rid of this undigested food. Okay. Okay, students. So this is what a roughage does. Okay. These are plant product foods. It does not provide any nutrient to our body. Okay. It is essential component of our body, and it gets rid of undigested food. As I told you, there will be a certain undigested food stored in our body. It's like we'll be feeling uneasy or something. So that time it gets into our body, and it breaks that food into parts, and it makes it digestible. That is the duty of a roughage. It is very important for our body as it helps us. It helps in digestion. Okay. So this is all for today. If you want, you can take this down. So in the next class, we'll be discussing about how are nutrients absorbed to our body, and we'll be discussing about balanced diet. We'll be discussing about deficiency disease. Okay, and that's all. The chapter will end then. Then later after that, I'll send you all personalized notes regarding this. I'll make a few set of question and answers and I'll send it to you all. The next class will be on uh, today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it will be on Thursday. Okay. So Samyukta, please make a note. The next class is on Thursday. The next class is on Thursday. Okay. Please make a note on this and please don't delay this time. Okay. So that's all for today. Any doubts regarding this, Samyukta? You can ask me if there's any doubts, I'll respond to it. So we'll just glance a bit about what we studied today. Okay. The first we did was we discussed about vitamins. We discussed about five types of vitamins and their duties and what they do. Okay. We discussed about how they help us in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth, and gums healthy. And we discussed about how they protect us from the disease. And we even discussed about vitamin B complex. This group is known as vitamin B complex. Okay. Earlier I had mistaken giving vitamin B. Actually, it's vitamin B complex. And we discussed about rich foods in each of the particular vitamins. Okay. And we discussed about minerals, importance of minerals to our body. And finally, we discussed about dietary fibers. Okay. No, sir. Any doubts, Samyukta? You're free to ask any doubts regarding the topic. If you want me to explain any of the part, re-explain again, I'll re-explain. If you want me to re-explain the whole thing from the beginning, I'll do even that. So whatever it is, you can ask me now. If you have understood everything, just type yes, sir. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. No, sir. Okay, no more doubts. Can we end the class? Because you are the only student present. I have no option. I have to ask you only. Okay, Samyukta, are you clear? No doubts for today? And can we end the class? Yeah, okay, Samyukta. So thanks for attending and bye, Samyukta. Bye. Bye, everyone. Whoever watches the video later. Okay. Bye, Samyukta. Thank you. We'll meet again in the next class.